That there is Jeffrey Epstein telling Ghislaine Maxwell to put out a reward, to put out a reward and say, we will give you money if you lie about your friend or your family member, Virginia, and say that she's a liar.
That's some sick stuff. That's some sick stuff. And it still ain't gonna be no arrest made. Watch. What is up, what ifers? Welcome back to the channel. Today I got more weird, crazy, outlandish TikToks that will shatter everything that you thought was true. So you're gonna wanna stay locked in. Cause you ain't gonna believe this.
They're unchained to Django. I'm trying to figure out how you had a silent letter before could read.
Now,
listen to what I just said. How could you have a silent letter before black people could read?
how could you have a silent letter before?
He said, my name is Django. The J is silent.
The G is silent. Django, yeah.
You're not even supposed to be able to...
That's some profound stuff you're talking about right now. You're making me think, Cat Williams.
Sir. They can say I'm crazy all they want. My IQ is 163 and I get tested every 6 months.
Your IQ test?
I've been with Mensa since I was 10. I won the Optimist Club's National Oratory Award for adults when I was 8 years old.
Wow. Okay, Williams smart. 163 as an IQ. That's pretty impressive.
Oh my God! Did you see that?
So we still got dinosaurs out there, y'all. I ain't surprised. Not one bit. What y'all think?
Shit's getting weird. Pardon
Indeed it is.
Commemorative coins honoring Harriet Tubman go on sale today from the U.S. Mint. Each coin reflecting a period about the or of the abolitionist life. The silver dollar depicts Tubman as a conductor on the Underground Railroad. The half dollar shows her as a spy and a Union nurse during the Civil War. And the $5 gold coin features an older Tubman gazing in the distance toward the future. The coins can be purchased separately or as a set for $836.
Coincidence? I think not. It's more like timing. Mr. Biden, sorry to interrupt your nap. Do you have a second? Sure. Come on in. Yes, sir, I'll make this quick. As you know, it's an election year, and your ratings are not doing very well amongst the blacks. I think it's time to do something, maybe? I hate to admit it, Tommy, but you're right. Call up the U.S. Mint and have them release those Harriet Tubman coins you've been holding on to since 2021. Right away. Sir, Harriet Tubman coins? Don't you think that we should probably do something else? Like what? Maybe stop doing things that are going to get us into a war? Yeah, no. War's profitable. It is profitable. I just bought a Maserati. What about we put Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill instead? Are you out of your mind? We can't have ninjas on dollar bills circulating within our economy. You're right, that's too much even for an election year. Should we give them away for free? Free 99. Tommy, selling things are $50 a pop or $800 for a set. Even though the economy's bad, that'll really get the ninjas back on our side.
Nobody black is gonna buy that crap. Trust and believe when I tell you. I could go in deeper on that one, but I won't. But what do y'all think?
Epstein documents have been unsealed. Bruce Willis is at the top of every headline I've seen. Not Tom Hanks, but Bruce Willis, the same person who has debilitating dementia and has retired from acting. It's giving Golden State Killer. The feds had been watching the Golden State Killer for a while before they went and arrested him. Days before, he was photographed mowing his grass and just participating in life as a normal person without any illnesses. Whenever he was arrested, he all of a sudden had debilitating dementia and could barely function. Epstein was arrested in 2019, so Hollywood has had a long time to prepare for this list coming out. In 2020, Bruce announced that he was retiring from acting and had dementia. It could all be a coincidence, but the man is an actor. Bruce could have been at the wrong place at the wrong time. And I'm not saying any of this as a fact. I'm just putting 2 + 2 as equaling 4. And Bruce, I'm disappointed in you. I'm just kidding. This is why you don't idolize celebrities. They are people. They are flawed. And I really love the movie Die Hard, and I think it's a Christmas film. I love y'all. Have a good day.
So is she trying to say, that Bruce Willis started to claim that he had dementia so he can get out of being, well, because he knew he was on that list. And he knew that if he had said he had dementia by the time that list come out, there's nothing they could do. What y'all think?
Jeffrey Epstein was actually Mossad. Israeli intelligence.
I've seen that too.
Yeah, they were talking about how Jeffrey Epstein was meeting with like a former Israeli prime minister. There's some reason to believe that this guy, because if you have dirt on everybody, why do you have dirt on everybody?
It's just
what exactly is going on here?
Craziest thing that they murdered that guy in jail. It's just like sweep.
Yeah.
That's all done.
And by the way,
let's concentrate on Ukraine now.
Yeah, nobody actually believes he killed him. I haven't met anybody left wing, right wing, center, apolitical. Everybody's like, that's kind of sketchy.
Yeah, one of the most eerie ones was when Bill Gates was being questioned about it.
He's dead now.
Yeah, he's dead now. So you have to be careful. What the fuck does that mean? Jesus Christ. He's dead now, so I guess you have to be careful. What?
And Ghislaine Maxwell came out recently and said, I don't think he killed himself.
He did.
Yeah.
Michael Baden, that famous autopsy doctor, the guy was from the show Autopsy, he said that out of thousands of cases of people hanging themselves that he's personally investigated, he has never seen anybody with those injuries.
That's right.
And that those injuries were of a person who was strangled.
Yes.
And that the broken bones in his neck indicate of a ligature strangulation. The area where he was strangled was low on the neck, which is not where you get when someone's hanging by their own weight, which is higher on the neck because your body weight is dragging it down. He's like, that was someone who got strangled.
Of course, man. You know, when you got money, man, you got to think about it. The wardens of these prisons, they have prisoners on their payroll. So all you got to do is get in contact with the warden. And if you got the money and you can put that money in the warden's pocket, the warden will be like, hey, I need you to do this and I'll cut some of your time, or I'll get some of your time cut. Man, it's easy. And you got some of the correctional officers in there that'll open the door for him and put an inmate in the cell with him to handle that. It ain't far-fetched. They show it in the movies all the time. I mean, come on, man. You know, there's a lot of speculation around this case. There's even a speculation that Epstein ain't even dead. Like, he might be still alive, but I don't know, man. What y'all think?
But then Biden went in and renewed it in 2021 in September, and he did it again in September of 2022. So President Trump's executive order saying that if anybody fucks with our elections, they're in huge trouble is still a thing. And Biden could have easily let that lapse like he did every other Trump thing. Trump did the pipeline shit and drilling stuff, all sorts of things. And Biden's like, fucking cancel them all, day one. And then they're like, all right, how about this thing that's probably going to get you and a lot of Democrats in a lot of trouble? And he's like, well, we should keep that. So that's just one tiny piece that makes me think like Biden's got to be in on it too. They went to Biden. They were like, dude, we have all this bank info. You are 100% fucked. So we can either go after your entire family and send you all to jail or Guantanamo or whatever, or you can play your part.
Yeah, this is all a show. They all in cahoots. And for those who don't believe it, you're blind. Just wait. Because they're going to slap you dead in your face come the election for 2024. Because why would he keep that one executive order in place that could put Biden in shambles? Why would he keep it in place? There's nothing that would make him or force him to keep it in place. Like the guy said, like you could let it lapse. He could have let it lapse, but he didn't. And you have to ask, why is that? But what do y'all think?
Check this video out, y'all. I don't even have to say anything. You already know what this is. This is the Blue Kachina. This was in Philadelphia. This was recorded by the brother Kalai Amon-Ra. Thank you to the brother for recording this video. It was sent to me and I edited a little bit. I just zoomed in, y'all. That's all I did. I zoomed in to show you guys clear this Blue Kachina over here. And then you see this new 5D sun that's emanating all the colors, all the rainbow colors that we be seeing in the sky. And they be hiding it with the, you know what I'm saying, with the planes. See? Check this out, y'all. Look at this. And he zooms in, he goes to the left to show you that there is nothing on his lens. There's no tricks or anything like that. And he goes right back to showing you the blue Kachina again. Do you see that? And he zooms in. When you zoom in, you see the red Kachina. Oh my goodness. What a time to be alive, y'all. This is so beautiful. Check this out, you guys. Look at it. And you see the red Kachina pulsing. You see the blue Kachina on the left of it. Wow, you guys. You see? This is what they don't want us to see. This happens every single day because they're spraying us every single day. You see what I'm saying? This is such a truly beautiful time to be alive. Wow. Thank y'all. Yeah, let's get this shift, y'all. It's here. Let's get it.
I'm gonna go and use my phone and put it up to the sun to see if I could see this blue Kachina. I want to see for myself, because if he can see it with his camera, I should be able to see it with mine too, right? Yeah, y'all go outside and see if y'all can see the blue Kachina. Go out there and get it. I'm talking about, don't do no editing to your cameras, or don't change nothing on your camera. Just point it up there and record, because I want to see.
We live in a simulation.
It did not render yet. It has not rendered yet. Bruh, it looks...
Oh, wow. Now, I believe we live in a simulation for sure. I've talked about that on earlier videos.
Going for a walk and I look up and I see my neighbors.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know
so
about
riddle
that
me
one, though.
this. This cup broke in the dishwasher. This is the shard we found. Exhibit A. And the way that it is... No, put it in. It's
Girl, you
rounded,
got
so
it
it's supposed to
wrong.
go like that.
No, it
Hit
don't.
the lip of the cup on top. And that's
And
the
she
way
ain't
that
do
it
that but
would
flip it
fit.
around.
But
Stop.
that's
Stop it.
the inverted part.
She did it wrong,
How do you
y'all.
make it fit in the cup? It doesn't fit. Going viral, baby. The question is, does broken glass invert in the dishwasher? Thank you, and someone help.
That's cap. That's cap. It's safe to say that that's cap. I call bull crap. I call bull crap on that last one. Now the other few things, the water thing, I don't know how I can call bull crap on that too, and the glass bull crap. But the guy floating in the air and stuff, I don't know about that one. Now I don't know. Maybe it was too dark to see the string that he was floating from. I don't know. Y'all see that? I ain't gonna lie. I would love to have a screen like that as a computer screen. I would like to have that. But with that being said, and with the definition of what you see on the screen, you don't think they can fool you in the sky? Come on now. This is just technology that's within the people's reach. Just imagine the technology they got that's way more advanced than that. That's not within our reach. What y'all think though?
Okay, will somebody please explain to me what's going on here? Watch what this guy does with this thing. This thing is an optical illusion like I've never seen before. Look at this.
Here's an extraordinary item made by Professor Kokichi Sugihara, who I've met. Does something amazing, which I'm going to show you. I'll put it on the table where the camera can focus on it. And look what we've got. We've got 4 squares there, all intersecting, touching each other, and the inner parts of them create a little row of 3 small squares, a little one in the middle. Now, here's the magic. Turn this round 180 degrees. Something extraordinary happens. The straight sides become curly. You've got now 4 circles there. And two circles in the middle. Let's do it one more time. It goes from curvy sides and circles to squares. Extraordinary. Definitely a middle square there, which somehow disappears completely. And one more time. And
that's amazing.
now it's 4 circles. with two small ones in the middle. Isn't that absolutely amazing?
Yeah, that's wild right there, man. How he created that, you got to have a different type of mind.
According to this X post, flowers are beginning to bloom in Antarctica as a result of accelerated global warming. Is this really legit? First, I looked at who posted the photo. It comes from an account called The Daily Loud, which specializes in hip-hop news across the planet. Doesn't sound like an expert in global warming to me, so I did some more digging. Next, I took a screenshot of the image and uploaded it to TinEye. TinEye is a reverse image search tool that can tell you where an image came from and if it's been changed in any way. The search pulled up a few results,
That's what I
mostly
use.
from stock photo websites like Shutterstock, Adobe, and Alamy. According to all three, this image is not of Antarctica, but Greenland. TinEye can also tell us when the image was first posted, in this case, as early as 2021. Now I know that the image isn't legit, but what about the claim? I did a keyword search for flowers blooming in Antarctica climate change, which pulled up fact checks from Snopes and USA Today. I clicked on a link in the Snopes article, which brought me directly to a 2022 study about increased plant growth in Antarctica. According to the study, there is evidence that this is happening as a result of global warming. Although the photo is of Greenland, not Antarctica, the claim in the headline is true. So we'll rate this claim as a mixed bag. Watch out for climate-related misinformation and make sure to go straight to the source.
Yeah, those are facts. I use TinEye too, and that's how I found out that picture that was going viral about the little city beyond the ice wall. I figured out where it came from. It came from a regular Instagram account of somebody who created an AI-generated photo of what may be beyond the ice wall. But other people was taking it and they was making it like it was real or something. They was acting like it was a fact or something, but it wasn't. It's not out of this world to think that there may be grass or something growing in the Arctic, because at one point in time there was life there, and there still is some life there. You know, when the poles shifted, then y'all know the story. But people take stuff so far. It could just be simple climate change. But I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
2024 is going to be very chaotic. It's going to be weird. There's some weird movies coming out. How many guys saw the recent movie, Leave the World Behind? Anybody saw that movie there? Oh, okay. Yeah, all these. Am I watching a movie, or is this a documentary realistic thing? And then I'm seeing Mark Zuckerberg just spent $100 million building a house in Hawaii with a nuclear bunker. What does he know that the rest of the world doesn't know about? Talk about the timing. Oh, accidentally, coincidentally, a week after that movie comes out, a new movie comes out. What's the name of that movie? Civil War. Leave the world behind. Our power grid in America hasn't been updated. 75% of it hasn't been updated in 50 years. And you're kind of talking about that. Then you're pinning whites against blacks. There's a line in the movie that says, Dad, if something goes down, we can't trust these white people. I know that's something both you and Mom agree on. Why do you put that line in the movie, Barack? And you were helping with the script. Why would you put that in the movie? Why would you put that in the movie? Barack, weren't you the same guy that gave a talk at the DNC in 2004 about bringing people together? What happened to that guy? 2024 is going to be very...
It's all a show. I'm telling y'all. If you don't do your own research and figure out what's going on, you're going to get left behind. I'm telling you.
It's going to be like in the last 10 minutes if I was to know that it was going to end.
I think though.
The only one who thought the internet was up in the air and powered by satellites, because it's not. Satellites really have very little to do with our internet. And then they use words like cloud to make you really think there's a lot of information floating around up there. But the internet is coming from our ocean floor. I'm so worked up about this. Do you know what internet cables look like? I'm going to show you what internet cables look like. Our internet is giant cords connecting all of the continents together. Explain to me why this is so upsetting to see. I think this just exemplifies how silly humans are, because I fully believe in my heart of hearts that it makes more sense to have the internet floating around, booping about between satellites than at the bottom of the ocean. But regardless, I really only got into learning about the internet because people keep reaching out to me, telling me that they want to teach me how to get onto the dark web. Apparently that's where all the good stuff these corporations are trying to keep from us is hidden. And while I'm confessing my lack of knowledge of the internet, I really truly believe that the dark web was illegal to access at all. Family's telling me to stay far away, but like, can I go snooping on the dark web? Is that okay? Maybe I'm just embarrassing myself at this point, but I also didn't realize how much energy the internet uses.
My buddy just sent me something about how RFK just got on the ballot in Utah, and I was like, yeah, not even surprised, man. He's probably got a fucking shot. If you think you know what's gonna happen in 2024, you're crazy. You got no fucking clue. I wouldn't even be surprised if the reptilian stepped out of fucking Mount Shasta, held a news conference, and just declared himself Emperor Earth because he's fucking sick of eating just nothing but all the illegals that they keep feeding him. Because where do you think those fuckers are going? Millions of them have supposedly entered the United States. Dude, no city can even absorb 10,000 people. It's just not even possible. Look at what's happened in New York and Chicago. And that only accounts for like, what, 50, 100K, maybe 200? Where are the millions of them? Where are they? No one can see. You got like 2,000, maybe 5,000 here and there spread out. But the millions that they claim, yeah, that's because Linda Moulton Howe, she's dead on it. They're organ harvesting them and feeding them to the fucking reptilians. That sounds crazy as fuck, but it's 2024, motherfuckers. The government fully acknowledged non-human biological entities fly around the fucking skies with impunity, and they don't know fuck all what to do about it. Notice how they don't call them aliens? Nobody calls them aliens. You know why? Because they ain't from fucking space. They're from here. They live here. Always have. And they're fucking feeding them illegals. That's what the fucking deal was that fucking Eisenhower cut with them back in fucking what, 54, 58? This world is not what we think it is. We're all fucking slaves. Just doing, it's fucking. Welcome to 2024, people. This is the year fucking minds explode.
No, the UFOs you see are humans in the future, time traveling back to us.
I knew it! Yes! CIA analyst admitted it! I win! I am so smart. SMRT. SMART. I did. Do I have to take my wall down?
What is the thing that keeps you up at night now, or what is your biggest fear now after having overcome so many?
There's such a thing as knowing too much. And when you've been married to the president of the United States who knows everything about everything in the world, sometimes you just want to turn it off.
You know too much.
Right. It's like, I don't want to know what was in that folder that you just got that made you quiet. You know, I don't want to know why the security just pulled you over. I mean, it could be any range of things that comes across the desk of the leader of the free world, right? So I know a lot about what's going on, and what keeps me up are the things that I know. The war in the region, in too many regions. What is AI going to do for us? The environment, you know, are we moving at all fast enough? What are we doing about education? Are people going to vote? And why aren't people voting? Are we too stuck to our phones? I mean, those are the things that keep me up, because you don't have control over them.
Study that came out of MIT that showed 24 hours without food and your intestinal stem cells inside your gut actually start to reboot themselves. Now, a stem cell is a cell that can go to anywhere in the body and repair itself. But at 24 hours, you get a plethora of them in your gut. And in the gut, we've got a damaged microbiome from everything that we've just been talking about. So what I discovered in this 24-hour fast is I could take women that have been on birth control pill for years, people that have been on multiple rounds of antibiotics, people who had been eating horrible food, and I could actually put them through a 24-hour fast once a week, once every couple of weeks. And these stem cells would come in there and they would start to repair. And so now if I teach that person how to eat right, their food is actually starting to build a better microbiome in the gut. So that 24-hour fast became this go-to in my clinic, where I could take all these gut challenges and I could start to unwind them, just because I knew the body had this capability of making these intestinal stem cells.
Stephen Hawking's being on the list reminds me of a conspiracy I heard, that Stephen Hawking wasn't even actually a real person, but a character. So before he had a robot talking for him, he had a translator.
Stephen, when did you first realize you wanted to be a physicist?
I think I knew from about the age of 9 or 10 that I wanted to be a scientist, or model railways, or playing complicated games, was aimed in some way at finding out how the world worked around me.
People are questioning how someone translates those grunts into actual sentences.
Right.
It just doesn't add up to them.
I think I knew from about the age of 9 or 10 that I wanted to be a scientist.
Like, how is that being translated? It's like Han Solo translating for Chewbacca. Now, kinda how the media uses children as shields, people believe that Stephen Hawking was used as a shield, that he was an actual person with actual ALS. But if people questioned anything he said, like his research on the Big Bang Theory, and attacked him for that, oh, how dare you attack somebody with ALS? How dare you attack somebody that's crippled? Kinda how the media use children today and go, how dare you attack a child whenever an angry mob questions their opinion. People are less likely to do so because of that. It's called empathy. But what do you think? Was he just a puppet? Or can you really translate grunts like that?
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is presently in discussions with military leaders at the Pentagon. They have an interest in him running for president. The DNC is in full panic mode. Biden is being replaced publicly. Son of a bitch, it's true.
It's a show. It's a goddamn show. A goddamn show. How the hell does he qualify to be president?
Thank you. How are you?
I feel like this could be worse, like way worse, possibly, potentially. I feel like after what happened in Hawaii, he's probably not going to get a ton of support, at least probably from them and a lot of other people. And I don't know if he's woke enough to get that support, but apparently there's a poll.
In the job, he said that he would seriously consider running for the White House after a 2021 poll suggested that Americans would support his campaign.
I am most certainly not going to vote for him over Trump. I would revisit it over some of the other GOP candidates, though. And I think that's the problem you're going to run into if Trump doesn't make it to the primary. The Republicans would lose, especially if they put someone like The Rock in there. And maybe that's the point.
Yeah, I am over everything now at this point. There's no reason to even comment on this because it is 100% ridiculous to even consider this man on the ballot. This is ridiculous. Oh my God.
Police are investigating after a girl was attacked by a group of men in VR. This child experienced psychological trauma similar to that of someone who has been physically raped. What? She wasn't touched. Take the shit off. You can't
right, snatch it off.
Take it off. That's all you gotta do.
We done lost touch of reality, man. The phones, TikTok, all this stuff has obliterated reality for humans. We don't even think logical no more. That's how crazy it is.
You want to read an email from Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell? Probably not. Jeffrey Vacation to G-Max, that's Ghislaine Maxwell. You can issue a reward to any of Virginia's friends, acquaintance, family that come forward and help prove her allegations are false. The strongest is the Clinton dinner and the new version in the Virgin Islands that Stephen Hawking participated in. So Virginia is one of the underage victims that was trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein. And that there is Jeffrey Epstein telling Ghislaine Maxwell to put out a reward and say, we will give you money if you lie about your friend or your family member, Virginia, and say that she's a liar and this is all BS. All of these people have been protected for decades, and we have this email. It's sickening. It's disgusting.
That's some sick stuff. That's some sick stuff. And it is still ain't gonna be no arrest made. Watch. That Ghislaine Maxwell case, it's gonna get thrown out. Watch. Watch what I tell you. She's gonna be free because she holds the key to a lot of stuff. They're only doing this court stuff for entertainment to make people feel like they're making a move on this. Just watch. The show has to end at some point. No show lasts forever. Be for real. Woo. That's sick, bro. That's sick.
Sorry, if you only want to work 4 hours, it's going to be harder for you to get a house.
Oh, Jesus Christ. First and foremost, Whoopi Goldberg, shut the fuck up. Stop speaking. You have been rich for the last 40 years. You don't get to hop on TV and speak on anybody's lifestyle at all. Shut up. I am so sick of boomers and older people and everybody in that category calling Gen Z and millennials lazy, like we're just some generation of people that don't want to work. We just want everything handed to us. We're just super entitled. Cut the bullshit. Stop the cap. That $500, $600, $700 apartment that you had when you were in your 20s, that apartment that you could afford and still save money to buy a house one day, that house that was $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 when you were little, triple that shit. Quadruple that shit. That's what we're paying nowadays. With wages that don't match the increase in pricing. Let's talk about that.
That's
the
true.
wages, they don't match the increase in pricing at all. So I don't want to hear y'all say we're lazy and we're entitled. Motherfucker, we are working. Most of the people I know are working 40 plus hours a week, 50 plus hours. Some are working 60 plus hours a week. And then when they get their paycheck for their hard work, they pay their bills and then they hope for the best until their next paycheck. So don't look at us like we're fucking lazy and crazy because we're pissed off about the state of the economy, the housing market, groceries, everything like that. A friend of mine just told me she went to Chili's, fucking Chili's last night. 2 drinks, 2 meals, and dessert, $100+ for a fucking dinner at a restaurant.
Oh,
I used to
lie.
go to Applebee's when I was little. It was like $30, $40 for my whole family. Now 2 people got to go spend over $100. Like, you see how that don't make no fucking sense? But let us speak about it. Let us complain about it. Let us voice it. And now we're lazy and entitled. Another point. I hate when older people are like, oh, we had to struggle for what we had. We went through war and turmoil for what we had. Y'all do too. What the fuck kind of mindset is that? What the fuck kind of mindset is that? That's like having kids and being like, oh, I struggled and went hungry when I was young, so you will too. You see how that doesn't make any fucking sense? This is not millennials and Gen Z and young people complaining or being entitled or just wanting things handed to us. This is us saying, hey, we are working our asses off every day of the fucking week. And when we get a return on our efforts, it's minimal. It's bullshit. It's crumbs. And we have the fucking right to voice it. And it's exhausting. It's fucking exhausting. I sound like a broken record because I've spoken on this so many times and nothing changes. We are hardworking, law-abiding citizens, and owning a home is like a pipe dream for us nowadays. Why do we go look at 2-bedrooms apartments and the lowest price we see is $2,000, $2,100? Sometimes, most of the time, drastically more than that. I don't want to hear it from y'all anymore. I don't want to hear that we're lazy and entitled bullshit anymore. The guy whose video I'm stitching, he did a beautiful job of portraying and showing how it's fucking increased. That 10, 15% of your income that went towards your housing alone, and then you had that 80, 85% of your income still in your pocket for other shit. $40 to 60% of our income goes to housing alone. Do you think that the increase in people promoting mental health and going to therapy and shit like that is just for shits and giggles? People are fucking depressed. People are fucking struggling. Let me ask you all this. How many of y'all didn't buy the Christmas gifts you wanted to this year? If any. How many of y'all have a light Christmas tree this year, but last year or a few years back you never did? It's not a fucking coincidence.
Yeah.
A lot of people are struggling, and even worse, a lot of people are faking it. Speak out. Speak up. It's going to stay the same unless y'all open your fucking mouth and speak out against it. As long as we say, oh, that's life, it's going to keep on being life. I can go on for fucking 25 minutes about this shit, but in summary, Whoopi Goldberg, shut the fuck up. Shut your mouth. Along with every other boomer that thinks we're just out here with our hands out waiting for a fucking mansion. We're not. We just want to put food on the table and have a home over our head and then still have money in our pockets. I don't know. Maybe go to the fucking movies. I don't know. Maybe spend our money on shit we want to spend it on for once. Is that so surprising to y'all? Y'all are fucking pissing me off.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it here. The young folks have a right to be upset because the income to living expense ratio is ridiculous. It don't match up. Math ain't math. And I also want to take into account for, everybody wants a nice apartment. Everybody wants their first apartment to be a nice apartment. I get that. Nobody wants to go to the bad side of town and get an apartment for $600 or $700 a month because it don't have the dishwasher and the amenities that this $2,000 a month apartment has, because it's in the nice area of the of the city. I get it, you know, and these kids want nice apartments. They want their first apartments to be nice apartments. When I got my first apartment, I had to accept what I could. I went and got me a $600 or $700 apartment a month. It wasn't nice, but I fixed it up to make it look nice. You know, it was in a part of the city where, you know, a lot of violence and, you know, crime went on, but luckily nobody ever messed with me because I didn't mess with nobody. What I'm fully saying here is that sometimes you have to sacrifice what you want for what you need. I understand the frustrations, but trying to go get this $2,000 a month apartment, 2-bedroom, man, because it has all the nice amenities and it's in a beautiful part of the city, you have to sacrifice that sometimes until you can save up your money and get something better. But that's another story for another time. I don't really know what y'all think. Get in the comments and let me know. But hey, if you like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you know when I upload. Head over to the Discord, send videos there you want to see me react to. And remember, challenge the argument and not the person.